Hello, welcome back to another Power Star video. We at Power Star really enjoyed the direct that just happened a couple days ago, and to commemorate that, we're still making videos on it. So I'm going to cover some of the titles I think might be underappreciated, as well as go over some of the games that were added to the online service. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. To start off, we have Hello Kitty Island Adventure coming to the Switch. It was originally on the Apple Arcade, but is coming out on the Switch and PC as a timed exclusive until it'll eventually be released on the PS4 and PS5. What started off as a joke on South Park actually turned into an actual game, and honestly, it doesn't look too bad. It sort of looks like a pseudo Animal Crossing style game, which I could get behind. Looking very unapologetically cute, and just a game that doesn't take itself too seriously. It's Hello Kitty, and that's all it needs to be. So if you're looking for a game to just sit back and relax, then this might be the game for you. Then there's the Funko Fusion game that to me looks wacky in all the right ways. You got a Fortnite level crossover, or probably even more considering how many actual Funko Pop figures there are. You got Back to the Future, Scott Pilgrim, Five Nights at Freddy's, He-Man, Invincible, and just a slew of different characters and franchises. This game really seems like it'll have quite some replay value, being able to take on each level with the variety of different characters and their different abilities. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling that it'll be more enjoyable than it looks. Another game is LEGO Horizon Adventures, which is based on the PlayStation IP of Horizon Zero Dawn. It'll of course not only be on PC and PlayStation 5, but also on Switch, with there being a lack of a port to the Xbox family of systems. So it makes me wonder if this is a way of testing the waters and seeing how much support this game gets, and probably using those analytics to determine if it's worth eventually porting the two Horizon games to the next Nintendo console. I could just be off base, but it's just pure speculation. We also got the announcement of Stray finally coming to the Nintendo Switch. It launched on the PS4, PS5, and even PC in 2022, then Mac and the Xbox family of systems the following year, and finally to the Switch later this year. Sure, the graphics understandably seem to be toned down, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't an impressive looking Switch port, with the only minor complaint being about that small aspect. It actually looks really good in its own right. So I'll be looking forward to adding that to my ever expanding list of games to play later this year. And now I'm just going to end with the announcement of the NSO games for the Nintendo Switch. So we have A Link to the Past with Four Swords Adventure, as well as Metroid Zero Mission coming to the GBA library for the NSO. Then Turok and Perfect Dark are coming to the N64 library for most people. However, Turok was the only NSO game absent from the Japanese Direct. Despite it releasing in Japan during the N64 era, maybe it wasn't popular enough to warrant being ported to the Switch online service. I'm not sure. It also surprised me because Turok had the port to the major consoles about 5 years ago, so for it to get included with the online service now is pretty neat because it's mostly free, but definitely unexpected. Overall, it's just a really solid lineup of classic games coming. It's nice that Zelda is getting another game besides Echoes of Wisdom for the Switch, and that Metroid is also getting another game added to the Switch aside from Prime 4. Turok I was honestly surprised about, but I did have a feeling Perfect Dark was coming. And it was probably just a lucky guess, but Microsoft did have that showcase last week that showed off the new Perfect Dark game. So I figured maybe that was another way of promoting it and showing how the series started. Unfortunately, however, it seems that Perfect Dark has its share of problems on the Switch Online service. Whether it's problems with the audio, the screen blurring way too much, and just a bunch of other issues that really dampen the experience. It was a problem before for Ocarina of Time when it first released, but that was soon patched by Nintendo. So I'm hoping that Perfect Dark's issues will be fixed soon enough, especially since this is a game that doesn't deserve to have its reputation sullied by faulty emulation. Anyway, I'm excited to play or replay most of these classic titles and frankly most of the games that were announced in this direct. But that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next one, take care.